Hey and welcome to the Daily Man United News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Barcelona believe Diogo Dalot will reach an agreement with Man United over a new long-term deal. Spanish giants Barcelona believe Diogo Dalot will reach an agreement with Manchester United over a new long-term contract, according to Sport. The Portuguese right-back has had a fine season under manager Erik Tanhaag. He has started in 20 of United's 22 matches in all competitions. The Red Devils recently extended his contract until June 2024 with a renewal clause, and it's now reported that Barcelona are prepared to end their interest. The La Liga club can no longer sign him on a free transfer next summer. They have the belief that the player will renew his deal for several more seasons. Dalo has been one of United's most improved players this season. His progress has also made him a regular with the Portuguese national side ahead of Joao Cancelo. He has been described as undroppable star by goal, and that is definitely the case at United, where he has been an undisputed starter ahead of Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka has barely got the nod over the Portuguese, and it has been widely claimed that he could be sold the exit door next year with Tanhaag keen on an upgrade. Inter Milan Denzel Dumfries is the priority target for the manager, but United may have to wait until next summer to prize him away. He is valued at around 60 million euros. Regardless of this, the hierarchy should commit Dalot to a new improved deal. He is just 23 years of age and could develop into a world-class right-back in years to come. Bruno Fernandes opens up about his leadership role at Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes opened up about his role at Manchester United. In an interview with Andy Mitten, The Athletic, Bruno spoke about his leadership traits. He explained how it's his personality that makes him come across like that. He said the following: "No, I try to be myself. It's the way I am. I know that if some people see me talking to my teammates or giving information to them, some of them like it, others less. I just try to help make things better for the team. It's something that comes naturally to me. It's not something that I try and do in training. Even in normal life, I try to help people. My mom and my dad made me understand that if you can help the next person, do it. If that means speaking, then I speak. You have to be yourself and you have to lead by example. You have to be at your best in every training session and every game. Some players are more vocal than others, but that doesn't mean that they are not leaders. There are different ways to lead, even if some players don't want to show it so much because they don't feel it's necessary or feel comfortable doing it. I don't try to be a leader, I am who I am." Bruno was asked about a specific player that has inspired him the most. He mentioned FC Barcelona forward Rafinha, who played with him at Sporting Lisbon. He went on to add, "So many. Rafinha, who is now at Barcelona, would be one. The chemistry between me and him was really good. I didn't play with him for a long time at Sporting, but I felt he was a teammate who would give everything for me." Bruno will be an integral part of the team during the second half of United's season. Tanhaag will be depending a lot on Bruno to lead the team on and off the pitch. The Portuguese midfielder will be vital to United's fortunes. Erik Tanhaag says he does not know whether Lisandro Martinez will be back to face Nottingham Forest. Manchester United boss Erik Tanhaag has conducted his press conference before the game against Nottingham Forest. Tanhaag recorded it after the 2-0 win over Burnley, which was missed by Rafael Varane and Lisandro Martinez after their run to the World Cup final. He was asked whether either man would be back to face Forest when United resumed their Premier League campaign on 27 December. Tanhaag admitted he did not know but said he had told Lisandro that he needs to be ready for the game despite his ensuing celebrations. When asked if Varane or Martinez would face Forest, Tanhaag said, "I can't answer that question now. He is still celebrating now in Buenos Aires, now going around in the touring car. Going around in Buenos Aires, and I can understand it. It's very emotional, very loaded when you achieve this World Cup success in your country. It's magnificent, it's the highest that you can achieve. Licha also has to understand that on December 27th, the Premier League is back." Varane is disappointed, as anybody would be after losing the World Cup final. He can also be proud again in the final with all what he has achieved in his football career. It's a massive performance as a team. Even though he finished second, it's a massive achievement because the level of the nation is so high. They came into the final, and even in the final, they were very close. It was always going to be a big challenge for any manager of the players who made the World Cup final to reintegrate them into their squads. Kylian Mbappe is back at Paris Saint-Germain, which suggests that Varane should return to Old Trafford before too much longer. Argentina's players seem a bit tougher to pin down as their celebrations continue, but as Tanhaag hints at, they do have to come back to action soon. Lisandro is a very professional character, and it's hard to see him wanting to miss too much action for United, even as he celebrates winning the biggest trophy on earth. Erik Tanhaag optimistic about making top 4 in the Premier League with Manchester United. Manchester United manager Erik Tanhaag is optimistic about making it to the top 4 in the Premier League at the end of this current campaign. However, the Dutch manager is aware of the competition for places in the English top flight. Currently, the Red Devils sit 5th in the league table. We are 3 points behind 4th place Tottenham Hotspur with a game in hand. Arsenal, Manchester City and Newcastle United make the top 3 of the table, respectively. Speaking to the media via the Mirror, Tanhaag releases that getting a Champions League place is a tough task. However, the gaffer believes the Old Trafford side have shown enough to be up there at the end of the season. He said the following: "We are aware the competition is tough, but that also counts for the 7 or 8 clubs fighting for the top 4. For anyone watching the Premier League, it's great for them. It's very exciting for them. I am looking at the process of how we are performing. Of course, we have to get the results as well, but the process is right. We are making progress, and I think we have a good opportunity and a good chance to make the top 4. Manchester United have made a new appointment to the club's board of directors. According to Express, Manchester United have made a new appointment to the club's board of directors, with the club's chief legal officer and chief counsel, Patrick Stewart, making the step up. It comes days after the Glazers announced their intention of seeking new investment into the club or a potential full-blown sale of the club. The Glazers took over Manchester United in 2005 in what could be categorized as one of the worst deals for a club, with the ownership shifting hands on a deal based on leveraging the vendors out of the club. The turbulent 17 years of the Glazers rule have brought down a powerhouse of Manchester United, which was one of the best run clubs until the change of ownership. Now, it feels like finally the Glazers have released their incompetence in running a club with a huge history in Manchester United and are set to hand over the reins if their demands are met. The appointment of Stewart probably indicates a move in such a direction, which is signifying a change of the manner in which the club would want to move forward. Amazon has been described as one of the interested parties, while Sir Jim Ratcliffe is also touted to be interested in buying the club he has supported since his childhood. Moreover, current United owners were spotted in Qatar during the FIFA World Cup in what many speculated to be regard to speaking to potential investors. The Rainy Group, which is responsible for the club's dealings, have predicted a full sale of the club in the first quarter of 2023. Hence, the appointment of Stewart to the board of directors is probably an indicator of things taking place at the back end of the club, and the appointment of Stewart could potentially lead to the unfolding of the house of cards in the future. Man United ready to make €30 million bid for Real Madrid target Malo Gusto. Manchester United are ready to make a January bid to sign highly rated Lyon right-back Malo Gusto, French outlet Mediafoot claim. Diogo Dalot has been the regular right-back under manager Erik Tanhaag this season, and he has started in 20 of United 22 matches this season. On the contrary, Aaron Wan-Bissaka has played just 76 minutes from the right-back role, and he has been widely fancied to head for the exit door. It's now reported by Mediafoot that United want competition for Dalo, and the board have approved a deal to sign Gusto from Lyon in January. The club are prepared to pay a fee of 30 million euros for the attacking fullback, who is also on the radar of the likes of Real Madrid and Bayern München. Tanhaag prefers to work with fullbacks that are heavily involved in the final third on the pitch. This has been a key reason behind his preference for Dalot. If United were to sign Gusto, he could provide healthy competition for places. The 19-year-old has been hugely impressive at Lyon in a short space of time. This season, Gusto has made 30 passes in the opposition half per game with 2 crosses. This is better than Dalot's tally of 20 passes with 1 successful cross. Accuracy-wise, he has also fared better with 85% passes completed compared to Dalot's 78. He has managed 16 more passes per league game this season. The youngster has also been solid defensively with 2 tackles and 5 duels, 1 per outing. Of course, the Premier League will present a more difficult challenge for Gusto, but the teenager has the potential to become United's regular right-back in the future for sure. Manchester United handed a golden chance to sign Joao Felix on loan in January. Manchester United have been handed a huge boost to replace Cristiano Ronaldo with Joao Felix in the January transfer window. With Ronaldo's contract being maturely terminated last month, United are in a hunt to sign a new forward, while Joao Felix's future is highly uncertain at Atletico Madrid due to a lack of game time under Diogo Simeone. Duncan Castles has revealed that the Spanish club is ready to let Felix join an English Premier League club on loan if it's willing to pay a loan fee of £8 million plus the player's salary. The reporter also claims that Arsenal are in the pole position to sign the forward as they seek Gabriel Jesus' replacement following his knee surgery. Felix has failed to nail down a starting place in Simeone's team, and that is largely due to their conservative style of play. Erik Tanhaag has shown that he wants his team to play attacking and high-intensity football. Ronaldo's bitter exit has left the gaffer with Anthony Martial as the only striker in the squad. Marcus Rashford can perform the role of a number 9, but he plays the best when starting from the left flank. Felix has the experience of leading the attack and will be a quality addition to the squad. The Red Devils will get 6 months of tryout on the Portuguese star with a bargain fee of £8 million. If he does well and fits with Tanhaag's style of football, United can go all out and sign him in the summer. If he fails to take the Premier League by storm, United could turn their attention towards other strikers present in the market. Felix will get more game time under Tanhaag if he delivers on the pitch. Arsenal are also highly interested in acquiring his services, considering Jesus can be on the sidelines for a lengthy period. The Red Devils need to get this loan deal done as quickly as possible, otherwise the Gunners might steal this bargain. Man United can easily sign Marcus Turan if they really want him. Marcus Turan is crossing his fingers that Manchester United come knocking for him in the January transfer window. That's according to a report from Italian publication Tuttomercato Web, who claimed that Borussia Mönchengladbach will only sell the 25-year-old to United for a minimum of €10 million this winter. Erik Tanhaag desperately needs to bring a top-class centre-forward with a powerful build to Old Trafford in January if he is to guide his side to any kind of success over the next few years. United lack any kind of focal point through the middle of the park. It could be argued that an all-action striker is all that is currently separating United from mounting a Premier League title charge, and it seems as though Tanhaag will have a great chance to change all of that over the course of the next month or so. TMW are claiming that Mönchengladbach are willing to sell Thuram this winter for a minimum of £8.7 million, and the good news is that the France international is reportedly hoping that Man United come in to sign him in January. Tanhaag bringing Thuram to Old Trafford for just £8.7 million would be one of the best deals of the past decade for United. And if United sign Thuram for just £8.7 million in the January transfer window, Tanhaag will stand a great chance of lifting a trophy this season. Man United opened talks with PSV Eindhoven over sensational January transfer for Cody Gakpo. Manchester United have opened talks with PSV Eindhoven over a January transfer for a prolific forward Cody Gakpo. United have been linked with a move for Gakpo since the summer when a switch to Old Trafford failed. When a decision between Gakpo and Antony had to be made, Erik Tanhaag opted for his former Ajax player, which meant that Gakpo remained at PSV. Tanhaag has since retained an interest with the likes of Real Madrid, Arsenal, Newcastle, Leeds and Southampton, also keen on the striker. However, United seem to have edged ahead of their rivals in the pursuit of Gakpo, the Mirror's Simon Malak reports. Manchester United have opened talks with PSV Eindhoven about signing Cody Gakpo. United instigated their move during the week after learning that looming financial problems at PSV mean the Dutch club are prepared to cash in on the 23-year-old forward for less than £50 million when the transfer window opens next month. Erik Tanhaag feels Gakpo's arrival will bolster his bid to finish in the top 4 after winning his battle of wills with Cristiano Ronaldo during the World Cup break. Gakpo will bring the hunger and aggression the United manager felt Ronaldo could no longer deliver at the age of 37. Maluk adds that United club chiefs have been made aware of the Dutch club's cash crunch and their desperation to sell immediately. This comes from PSV's failure to qualify for the group stages of the Champions League. Selling Gakpo would ease the likelihood of a financial meltdown at the Philips Stadium. Gakpo himself is extremely open to departing in an effort to help his current club avoid financial ruin. The goal scorer wants a transfer to go through in January rather than wait until the summer. Personal terms for the 23-year-old will not be an issue. These were agreed on during the summer, and the player is still happy with what was offered. I will be uploading daily Man United news show, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.